Folks, this is Steve Sanson, President of Veterans in Politics, President of Nevada Veterans Association, President of Veterans in Politics Foundation, President of BIPI Consultant LLC, and we're here doing another day of court of observation. We're over here at the Clark County Justice Center, and the three judges we visited today were the same three judges we had reports about that Stephanie Phillips did a testimony in front of the Clark County Board of Commissioners when they were talking about building a new courthouse. The first one is Judge Jacqueline Bluth. We went to her courthouse. She had a full calendar. It was her criminal calendar. Whole bunch of detainees that was in there shackled up. You had lawyers in there, you had cops in there, the whole 9 yards. And it was very interesting to see. It seems like Judge Bluth was on her game. She apparently read everything as far as the transcripts were concerned and the briefings. And we were quite pleased that she was knowledgeable about her cases. One thing that came to mind is that almost every single time I go and I watch judges in courtrooms, the detainees are all almost 99% minorities are in there. What's going on with all these detainees that are minorities? What's happening? I don't know, but we need to do better. We need to do better when we find out about why we're arresting people. And I guess that's up to the police officers to do. But in any event, Judge Bluth did a magnificent job in her courtroom, and we're quite pleased to see that she's done that. And we also went to Judge Tara Clark Newberry. Judge Newberry was very decent. She did a great job. She didn't go with the DA's extensive prosecution of the defendant. She cut the defendant some slack. It was a parole violation, and I think Judge Newberry did a great job with that. She was very knowledgeable. Judge Newberry even asked the parole officer what he thought, and I thought that was very commendable that she would reach out to the parole officer and ask for opinion from the parole officer. Then we went to Judge Beta Yeager's courtroom. Wasn't that many people in her courtroom, and I believe she did a great job. It was a case regarding the Clark County School District, and apparently there was some assault and battery when a young boy took another boy into the stall and raped him, and I thought that was all sad all by itself. But Judge Yeager did a great job in finding out exactly what was going on, and I believe the case is going to be moved to trial. Judge Yeager, we also had a one-on-one conversation with Judge Yeager from the bench, and she answered a lot of our questions, and we're just trying to get her to come on our Veterans in Politics talk show as well so we could ask her more questions. But here's the thing, folks. In 2026, every single district court seat is up for grabs. Now, I want to put this out there that judges, district court judges, if you have something in your background, like you've been overturned a million times, or you've been a judicial discipline commission, or whatever the case might be, maybe there's some rumor or scuttlebutt about you amongst the courthouse premises, whatever it is, if you lose your case, if you lose your election, you will not become a senior judge. So I just want to put that out there. So this is an incentive. This is an incentive for you judges out there. If you know you're going to lose your case, if you know you're going to lose your reelection, or if there's a possibility that you're going to lose your reelection, don't run. Vacate the seat and become a senior judge. Because if you lose your seat, you can't be in the senior judge program. So I just want to put that out there. And I want to put this out there to Justice of the Peace and municipal court judges. Run against some of these district court judges out there. Run against them. Because guess what? If you're not up for re-election in 2026, you don't lose your seat if you lose going up against a district court judge. So I just want to put that out there as well. And I also want to put that out there that every single judge should be challenged. Not because I don't like them. It's none of that. It's because judges forget that they're a public servant and they need to go and start interacting with the public, like go to meetings, go to events, show yourself, show that you care, show that you want to embrace the public. Go on talk shows, go on podcasts. That's what you need to do. That is also part of you being a judge. You need to go out there and meet the public. So the only way judges are going to go meet the public if they have a challenger. So I want all attorneys to challenge these judges. It doesn't matter if I like them or don't like them. I think it's the right thing to do that these judges get challenged. And check this out, folks. Don't go in a crowded race. Go up against one judge, one candidate, one judge, probably the incumbent. Go in that race because there's a 50-50 chance you're going to win. There's a lot of judges that are going to vacate their seats. Don't all rush into one seat because if there's 10, 11, 4, 5 of you, your odds of winning has now decreased. So you go against a judge that's all by themselves. Run against every single judge. That is the only way we're going to have a great judiciary, and that's the only way that these judges are going to get off their behinds and start mingling with the public, the voting public. You and I and all of you out there, put these judges on the bench. We need to make sure that they deserve to be on the bench. So that's what we need to do. This is Steve Sanson, President of Veterans in Politics International. Until next time.